Hey, peace, fight fans. Thanks for pressing play on another Bite Down Boxing video. I'm the host of the Bite Down Boxing playlist here at the Pay Me No Mind YouTube channel, plus the Bite Down Boxing podcast that's available at www.leftjaballnightboxing.com. Couple, quite a few things to take in this weekend in the boxing world. Um, Obviously, the last night, the big top ranked ESPN pay per view, the Danny Garcia and Granados fight. I actually had a chance or took a moment to check out the zone action this morning, just to take a look at the Josh Kelly kid, the welterweight, pretty boy Kelly, and 10 round wide unanimous decision. I think he was it 100 to 88 on all of the cards. I thought I saw three knockdowns. Maybe there was one standing 8 count or something. But then I know there was another knockdown in maybe the ninth round. One in the. I didn't take notes, so I'm sorry. So my I'm not exact on everything that I'm saying, but just looking at the kid as a prospect, obviously he has some talent and can fight and can do everything in the ring. I like that he can be physical. He punches pretty. He puts his punches together well. Power isn't exactly out of this world as many times as he was catching the guy, Ranowski, from Poland. But an entertaining fighter, a showman. It'll be interesting as he progresses. What was that? The WBA international belt that he defended? I think that was his second defense. So obviously, we'll have to see him as he continues to step up, and whether or not, do any Mexican fighters go across the pond to go over there to face him? Do any, I don't know what young American fighters would go over there. So it'll be interesting to see when he actually, but with his style and coming out, standing in front of Ranowski from almost the bell with his hands completely dropped, standing in front of him, looking to make him miss and counter him, and like I said, just putting on a show. There was some thoughts, or I saw something where he might have hurt his right hand in the fourth round or something, and maybe that's why he didn't get the stoppage. I don't have anything negative to say about the kid from this performance. You can't knock everybody out. It was a fighter with 17 wins. I think he only had 3 KOs though, so not the heaviest puncher. And obviously with him, what was that? Fight number 9 for him. Um, and looking in contrast to maybe the next wave of U.S. fighters, U.S. welterweights would obviously be Jaron Ennis, who's maybe 11 fights ahead of him. Um, it's an interesting contrast right there because Ennis is taller. He showboats quite a bit too, but we haven't seen him step up against someone who would. We haven't seen him do some of the fancier stuff, the explosive stuff. We haven't seen him do that against a former champion or a world challenger either, a former world challenger either. So obviously, I think both of those guys would assess the fighter that's in front of them before they would engage in that type of stuff. I think Kelly might be trying to sell himself a little bit. Raise his profile with some of the stuff that we're seeing him do inside the ring. And I don't fault the guy. He did take some good right hands from Ranowski. He did get caught a few times, but he handled it well, took the shots well, didn't panic. I thought it was a pretty entertaining fight. Obviously, when you kind of, he was taking a lot of walks and just doing a lot of stuff that was completely out of the realm of boxing. And I don't think Ranowski knew what to do with sometimes. When you feel like a guy is luring you into something, maybe you don't want to cooperate, you step out and try to reset in the middle of the ring and go from there. It was maybe an awkward fight for him, and he didn't want to run into something or be made to look like a complete fool. So maybe he stepped off the gas at sometimes. But all in all, like I said, I thought it was a pretty entertaining fight. I like Kelly's confidence. I like that he's trying to, be a showman and elevate himself beyond his Olympic achievements and whatnot. So he's an interesting guy to watch for. And like I said, that's one of the positive or bonus benefits of catching out action on the zone is that you can get an idea of what's going on over there, what's going on in Europe. You can see some of the back in the days we had different guys like Froch and Calzaghe, Sturm, I want to say, Darius, what was his last name? I'm gonna mess it up. If the one that would never fight, wouldn't come over to fight Roy Jones, and Roy Jones wouldn't go over there to fight him, Mikushevsky or something. I could be messing that up. But now I never saw many of those guys until the very, their last few fights or something. So now, here's an opportunity to check in on the guys that are worth check in, that really warrant, you getting to know. So I'm interested to see more of Kelly. Like I said, I think he has a lot of ability, good talent. It just we have to see how it plays out on the world level. Once he gets there. So I saw some negative criticism about the guy, but obviously, like I said, I don't think he would be, were he going up against Sean Porter or Keith Thurman, or Danny Garcia. Of course, I don't think he would try to stand in there and do some of the flashy stuff that he was doing. Even a Jamal James or Kavaliaskis or, obviously that Avanesian fight didn't happen. So, we'll just continue to watch the kid grow. And I think he could be an interesting player down the road. Quickly on that David Allen fight with Lucas Brown. Man, Lucas Brown looked very stiff, robotic. He had his right hand dropped from the beginning of the fight, and I thought Allen was going to take advantage of it. And he actually did hit him with a left hook to the body that ended it. Very well played shot, but he was eating a lot of uppercuts from Lucas Brown, who's a crafty guy, veteran, a guy that's not gonna panic. And I don't know, Allen looks a little small to me for a heavyweight, a little shorter and a little smaller. So it's interesting, with some of the bigger guys out there. Some of these smaller heavyweights, it'll be interesting to see how these guys. It'll be interesting as the new guard comes in. Some all the prospects and below, guys earlier in their journeys. It'll be interesting to see what the next 3 to 5 years of the heavyweight division looks like. We had the big boys, the massive heavyweights come in, above 6'5", the Klitschko brothers and whatnot, 6'7", 6'9", Fury at 6'9". Some of those guys continue to get older and fade away and maybe aren't replaced with guys as big. It'd be interesting to see where we are with, the height and weight. Does it go back down to, 240s being a big heavyweight? But Allen, like I said, got caught quite a bit. But a great win for him. Again, Brown didn't do anything too. He was methodical, pretty slow, but he knew what he was doing. So to get a body shot, single shot to get the KO, and taking most of Brown's the uppercuts pretty well, even though he ate quite a few of them. It's pretty promising performance, something to build off of. I didn't check out the Tresor fight just yet. I'll get back to that after I go get something to eat. So look, let me get on out of here. Again, BiteDownBoxing.com. Check me out. Continue to support the Pay Me No Mind Sports and Entertainment channel. Please hit that subscribe button, hit a like button, maybe leave a comment. Let's chop it up about anything. Hey, like I end the podcast, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.